baby. Walking the coat, my heater, baby. Damn, hello, good evening, baby. I'm having cheat like Vader, baby. I mean, my hate ain't seen me lately. Until I pull up in the drop top. Got your bruh cold in a crop top. You want smoke, we gon' make it a hot box. Loser.
Alright, y'all, so what I got for y'all today is a quick little follow-up video. Excuse the car, it is dirty, but had a few people asking me about the fitment on the body kit, and I never made a follow-up video showing off the fitment. But we're here to do that today. So let me pop the hood and we'll start at the front. It did just get done raining, so let's try to make this quick before it start back raining. Alright, so as far as the fitment on the front, I could not get these to line up with this hole. That is like the only issue just about with the whole kit. I mean, I tried getting them, hollowing up, widening the holes a little bit, but I just wasn't successful doing that. So what I ended up doing, what I felt like it was more secured, I rib nutted holes, drilled and rib nutted holes down in the front here into the crash bar, so it is secure. It's not gonna go nowhere. These are just some extra ones I put. Really didn't need them because with the 3 front ones, it really is secure. Moving right along to the side. Oh, one more thing about the front too. Right here, if you notice, there was a little bit of a gap on both sides. Now, you can get one side to line up perfectly, but then it'll throw the whole side. Hold on. All right, so yeah, my bad. You can get one side to line up perfectly, and then the other side will be out way farther than what it is. So for what I did, I just left them both uneven like that. It's not a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. It's aftermarket. But for the most part, that's how the front's looking. The only thing I painted my crash bar. It was silver, painted it black so you wouldn't see it through the holes right there. But yep, that's pretty much the front. Moving along to the sides. The sides, what I ended up doing was, mind you, there is no instructions, and I just realized it's just fading already. I ended up having to cut. I needed to do a little bit more cutting, but I ended up having to cut these flares. With the way it is now, it's making the flares gap out some, so I need to cut some more and play with the fitment more on that. I didn't really have to put a bolt here, but I felt like if I didn't, it'll end up catching wind behind it and pulling it and stressing it or whatnot. So it didn't make a big deal. It looks clean like that. In my opinion, it does. But I got a bolt here. Right now, I just got some self-tappers right there until I realize or figure out what I want to do for right here. If anybody got any ideas what I can do right there. And right here, let me know in the comments, but I'll get to that in a sec. Inside, the gap, there's a gap. When it's painted, it probably wouldn't look too bad. This kind of does, but that seems on how it's supposed to line up with the bottom of this. Because I had to take the original kick panels off the bottom. Like I said, there was no instructions, but I felt like that was the only way because this wasn't gonna go over top of it. But with the door closed, you really can't tell. And I feel like with some paint, it ain't gonna look too bad. Moving along to the back, get y'all a wider shot. I ended up having to take the exhaust I had off, so I got that cherry bomb, which I'm not a fan of, but I'll address that situation in another day. But yeah, right here, there's a tiny little tab that's up under this. It's literally this big. It's not big enough for me to get a rib nut and one of those fancy fittings on it. So for right now, I got a self-tapper. Like I said, if anybody got any ideas on what I can do right here to make this stay, let me know in the comments. The reverse light, I ended up gluing it in there. Just a little bit of glue. It pretty much set flush in there, like tightly, but there was no securing it. So I just felt like a little bit of glue to make sure it come back out. Opening up the back, it's just pretty much these two screws right here with the self tappers on the side, and that's pretty much holding it all into place. Actually, I'm lying. The back, I did put like a zip tie up under right here so no wind will grab it. I was planning on making like a little mount or something to grab onto it. I don't know why this is folded over, but it's been hot as hell, and I guess that thing said it's taking a break. But anyways, this side pretty much the same as the other side. Faded screw right there, two self tappers, two in there. I feel like I did also have to cut a piece of both sides on this off, so I need to, when it's come time to paint that, I'm gonna close that off with some more fiberglass. And for the most part, that is how this fitment is looking. I mean, of course it's aftermarket, so it is what it is. I give it maybe a 8 out of 10, and I'm only rating that high because I really thought it would be a lot worse. But for what it is, like the kit itself was probably like 4 something, minus the shipping and whatnot. I feel like for 4 something, I mean, it actually came out good. There's hardly any damage. As I showed you on the previous videos, the fitment's okay, but I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna slap some paint on it just for now. I don't want to mold this kit because I know how hard the suspension is on this car, being that it's so low. So it's not bouncy or nothing like that, but it's more of a stiff suspension, and I just feel like with molding it, it's just gonna be a headache. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slap some paint on it, probably myself, until I'm able to get the car wrapped. I still got a lot to do before I want to get it wrapped, so wrapping it to be the last thing. So like I said, for now I'll probably slap some paint on it. I might make a video on it. I'm not a painter, but I'm quite sure I can make it look more decent than what it already is. Or who knows, I might just rock with it black for now. I don't know. Give y'all another final walk around. Alright y'all, so that's gonna do it for this quick little update. If y'all haven't, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.